is you're going to build some rock abatement walls, that commonly known to us as rock sausages. And when you see how we're going to build that, you'll know why we're calling it that. But it's going to be instrumental in helping prevent the further erosion of the land here.
I'm helping to hold a workshop here at CANTER, primarily focused on erosion control and small landowners. We work hand in hand with the Hereford Conservation District, and their district has a large amount of relatively small landowners, your 5, 10, 20 acre type of properties that also might have some livestock, and so this could be real applicable. The Conservation District has the ability to apply for and obtain grants, and if this really kicks off and seems like there's a big demand that comes out of this, I wouldn't be surprised if they'd start hunting down grants that could help with more of these type of projects.
I just want to thank CANTER for letting us, the Hereford District, be able to come on and put a workshop together with this construction. Thank you guys for doing all the manual labor. Thank Don for coming in and doing all the technical side of things. So, before it gets any warmer, let's get rocking.
So the idea is get a hard structure across here that's going to go a little above the grade of the wash and start collecting sediment behind. And so at least now we can kind of stair step this downcut effect through this property. And once you came in, what we're shooting for here is roughly to create kind of 1 foot diameter sausages across the length of this. But the idea was to create 2 sausages side by side in the bottom with another 1 foot sausage above that first one. So in the end it's going to be 3. So this will create the wall, these 2 on top, and this one down here will create a splash guard against it. If you just build that wall and no splash guard, when the water's flowing, these things can get undercut. So that splash guard creates a hard surface for the water falling off the top of your wall to hit onto before it goes on. So it's going to end up being 2 sausages more or less side by side in the bottom, and then a 3rd sausage on top of that upper one, wired up to it. And so
a group and working on one together, but I want you to see one whole sausage being built, and I'll take 2 groups of it and work the other 2 simultaneously.
yeah, backhoes aren't precision instruments. They're going to be composed of rock and wire. And there's different ways to make these kind of things, but today we're doing rock and wire. And we kind of used a typical scenario of where you might have, instead of a formal gabions, which can be bought for a lot of money, pre-made gabion boxes and all this, this is probably more typical of what a small landowner might be able to pull off on himself. We've had some trenches pre-dug, and there's been some fencing material donated, and then also some rock material donated. So we're going to work with these donated things we have, the rock, the wire, and create these rock and wire sausages in the drainage.
We're going to have that in. We're going to grab this one.
Notice when you're building these things that this trench is wider than the wash, and that's the idea. Is they call it keying in. That's why we went past the edges of the wash by a few feet. Is you don't want your wash to work around these things, and then just create an S curve on your wash.
And the NRCD is funding the lunch for the people that attend the workshop, right? So I mean, it's
good deal all around.
yeah, I mean, it really,
Most people with the NRCD don't quite understand that I think they think that more or less it's something to do with ranching, and it is, but it applies to small homeowners and small pieces of land.
The grounds that you're on right now belong to CANTER. CANTER is the Cochise Area Network Therapeutic Equestrian Resources. Did I get that right? Yep. And what we do here in CANTER is we use horses to help folks, adults and kids with different disabilities, to help overcome those disabilities and strengthen them. So the horses are instrumental in their physical conditioning, as well as working through, in some instances, working through could be, maybe a fear. I would tell you that your hard work today is going to be beneficial in helping preserve the integrity of the facility, and so that we can continue to provide the service for people here. We also have a program for military and firefighters and people who serve the country to come here and take advantage.
Thank you.